Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Eddie Marcus here. Wonderful morning. Yes, it is. It's a day that avails to me and the rest of us an opportunity to express ourselves, and I'm so glad of what I am seeing within myself a desire to reach out to you in a form of love that I can see achievable. Today, I was thinking about what's happening in Texas. The news keeps coming out about the conduct of those officers, the way they responded to this situation, having to deal with saving and protecting, and even sometimes the way the treatment of the parents and all chaoticness that appears to be being more revealed each day, even down to the people that were on the stage at the press conference with the governor. When you start seeing the information coming back to us as opposed to what was reported at the time, it seems to be such a conflicting thing. Yet at the same time, it's the result of the nation. Really, we are all in the same kind of conflict. The Republican Party, the Democratic Party, politics is all about the same kind of stuff, and it's just as confused as that. So I'm thinking about how the parents of this country must feel. Those whose kids maybe grown now or got their own kids, whatever. But I'm reminded when I think about these little kids, when my kids were that small, I can see them riding on, when they were small enough to ride on big wheels and with their little baseball caps on, and you watch them grow up and then you make movies of them or take pictures of them, and it's such a wonderful thing. I can see my little girl. We go on little walks, and sometimes she'll walk ahead of us and get across one of those things where the water drains in. I can hear her right now saying, "Come on, Dad, come on, Dad." Those things that stay with you forever. Or when your kids are jumping on your back playing monkey with 'em. Even your girls, they want to learn and be tomboyish and sing and all these kinds of things. And then all of a sudden, somebody can come along and take their lives just like that, and you try and you cry and you beg and you plead and you do everything you possibly can, and it seems that for one reason or another you just cannot conquer this problem. You pass laws and you don't pass laws. You rescind laws. You send politicians. You got promises, and they produce nothing. But times in time get worse. What is the problem? What is the solution? Well, as spokesman and advocate of basic human rights for all people, at least I got a vision of something. I won't say it's the most righteous of things, but it is a little better than this. I'm sure of that. Now, my situation is, how do I get people like us, and I'm really, since I'm talking about people like you, to see. And it's a very difficult thing when people see things one way and have accepted that. And in their seeing things their way, that is the only way that's important. And so you end up not able to change anything. What I've been saying to you, ladies and gentlemen, is this: the only way we're going to change things is we got to recognize what's going on. When, from basic human rights perspective, all of this is a representation of evil. Now, you might call it all kinds of other little tags, but bottom line is that it's evil. And because it is able to exist under so many little tags, that means it benefits so many individual uh, tag people in different spaces and in different times. So what I'm basically saying is that in this evilness, somewhere everybody is benefiting from it. And somewhere everybody is suffering from it. But because of the part that you benefit from, or the hope or possibility that you might benefit from, you allow it to continue to exist. And the fact that others are losing, well, that's a casualty of war for those who are taught greed and envy. But not only that, ladies and gentlemen, you come to that point in your understanding of life. We have because of the other situations that bring us to this point. This is our justification for being like that when we know the other part. The other part is that we do this under the fear of death. You've heard it said, we all want to live forever. That's why everybody want to go to heaven, so they can live forever. Even they say they want to be with Jesus, be with God, all these different kinds of things, go to heaven. And they try to convince themselves, believe that. But that what Jesus, heaven, or God is all about, they rejected their whole entire lives. Why? Because it is more than words. It is action. And those actions in a hellish world brings about death. And death has been promised by the evil one that is not acceptable here. But the mystery that makes it so difficult to understand is every last one of us know that being here on this earth, we're going to die. It's what are we going to die from? Are we going to die from war? Or are we going to die from a Saturday night special? Or are we going to die because of just disease, sickness, cancer, Alzheimer's? Are we going to die through that, all of these different kinds of ways? Or are we going to live? And only living makes life worth dying for. Living makes life worth dying for. See, because when you live, that means you're not afraid of death. You know you're going to die. But you know that no man has any power over you as long as you're walking the righteous path. And what is the righteous path? It's that you're doing what you were come here to do. You're not causing any pain or any suffering to anybody. And every action you take, it's positive as far as what its effect might be in the lives of others. And that is to make sure that every last one of us have at least that which is required for our survival, like food and clothing and shelter and education and health care and transportation and infrastructure and all of the things we can imagine that comes to us through the power from God, through our imagination. And we, the individuals here, having the gifts that enables us to cause a manifestation. All of this, my friend, is a gift from God, so we can live as though we're in heaven. To me, that is worth me gladly giving up my life for. And I'm asking you, ladies and gentlemen, to consider this. Because in doing this, you don't have to put your mind and your faith in a gun. You see, guns basically are the main tools that's used to cause death, to control and manipulate everybody that's afraid of death. Everybody that's afraid of death. That's evil's tool. That is not the righteous tool. Righteous tool is to live. Nobody's scared of death. You didn't make yourself. All of your living is based upon a power that's outside of yourself, whether you know it or not. And the fact that someone says, if you don't bow to me instead of that power that's doing all this for you, if you don't bow to me, I'm going to kill you. Hey, fear will make you say, okay, I want to live. But when you are free, that's the biggest joke you ever heard. Somebody talking about killing you because you are alive, led by a power you can't even see. That got to be out of their minds. So I'm saying to you, ladies and gentlemen, I say these things to you. I want to acquaint you with things I'm sure you're already familiar with. But I'm asking you to do more than that. I'm asking you to think about all of the pain and suffering that people go through every day. We got to have some kind of compassion for ourselves. That might be us any day. So we're going to get old if we just keep on bending to the system of the world and they don't kill us. We might get old. And old people in this country, boy, I'm telling you, listen to me. I got gray hair, gray beard. Listen to me. There's nothing prepared out there for old folk. It's still those that got and those that don't. And Lord have mercy, you don't want to not. And most of us are in a position of not. I'm putting before you the choice that has been put before me to tell you that it's not going to be a Republican. I don't care what kind of lie they're telling you, it's just lies. It's not going to be the Democrats. I don't care what kind of lie they're telling you, they're just lies. It's not going to be black folks. I don't care what they're telling you, they're just lies. It's not going to be white folks. I don't care what they're telling you, just lies. It's not going to be women or men. Whatever they're telling you, it's just lies. If it does not promote peace for everybody, if it does not promote prosperity for everybody, freedom for everybody, joy in their living for everybody, and the fulfillment of their dreams for everybody, that their needs, that their wants, and their desires might be met, my, at their leisure. This is what the power that made me here today tells me is worth dying for. And this way, ladies and gentlemen, these guys that's lying to you, talking about the 2020 election, they are not even lying to you. They just don't give a stank about you. They coming to you lying in your face, lying to your ears, lying to your eyes, and then asking you to vote for them because they are the best ones for you. They are the ones that care about the country. They are the ones that allow your kids to be killed and then expect you to be so divided amongst yourselves. So much hate and racism and bigotry amongst yourselves because they definitely have fed it to you your entire life, our entire lives. And they're counting on it to stand up and give evil a hold in America. Well, we already under evil, but a much bigger hold. But I say, not if I'm here. What do you say? Come on, people of love. Let us show the world. See, we don't have to, we already know about this world. We all know that. But we can't change that with laws. No. They'll just find another way to express itself. We have to shine the light on it by doing the thing that's right. Doing the thing that's right. You know, not putting a moat out there to stop the people from Guatemala or whoever's coming from over there trying to get over here thinking we got something going on. Not putting snakes and alligators out there, but shining in such a way that the government over there says, how can we do this? Because they want a piece of it. And people from running, they are there doing what we are doing, living. Come on now. Let me feel a politician beat that. So all of you guys on soap opera and soap media and soap boxes, and you're talking about the same kinds of things I'm talking to you about, we're talking about. You know you're talking about these kinds of things. Let us do more than talk. Let us walk. So when we are getting mad and fussing, let us start asking people, let's get together and let's do something. Love. I ain't talking about no gun. I'm talking about loving. Let's do that. Okay? I want to thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for giving me this your time. This is Eddie Marcus once again saying, until, bye-bye.